And there we are, back together again, reading our Bible, learning about the Bible, doing Bible study, and we are reading about the forefathers of the Israelites, starting with Abraham, all the way from the land Ur, and his son Isaac, and then how Jacob took the birthright of his brother Esau, and that was an interesting story. So he was actually a thief, but he was loved by God, and he was going to be the father of the nation that will be born from his descendants, the Israelites. So today we read about Jacob after, he and Esau went their own ways. Jacob got a wife, Rebekah, and so let's see what happens further. So Esau was engaged Esau was enraged, so enraged that he planned to kill Jacob after his father Isaac died. Rebekah urged Jacob to flee to her brother Laban in Haran. So Isaac agreed. He was afraid. Instructing Jacob to find a wife there and not to marry a Canaanite. So his father wanted him to go, and his mother wanted him to go to his brother Laban in Haran to find a wife there, and not to marry the locals there because they were heathens, they were not believers. So, while sleeping near Luz, Jacob dreamt of a ladder or a stairway reaching heaven with angels going up and down this ladder. And the Lord stood above it and renewed the covenant, the promise of the land, Canaan, and the descendants given to Abraham. So God promised to protect him and return him safely, and that all nations would be blessed through his offspring, and so on and so on. And Jacob, after this dream, named the place Bethel, which means house of God. And he vowed to give God 1/10 of everything that he possesses and that he gathers once he has returned. So Jacob traveled to Haran, and he met Rachel, Laban's daughter, at a well. He fell in love and agreed to work 7 years for Laban to marry her, so to work for her father. However, Laban tricked Jacob on the wedding night by substituting his older veiled daughter. She had a veil on. Her name was Leah. And when he thought that Rachel would walk in, it was actually Leah. He did not realize that. And so once he was married, he saw, oh my goodness, it is not my beloved woman, it is Leah, her sister. Jacob was very upset, but he agreed to work another 7 years for Rachel. So Jacob eventually had 12 sons through Leah, Rachel, and their 2 slave women, Bilhah and Zilpah, who became the ancestors of the 12 tribes of Israel, plus 1 daughter, Dinah. So, after years of Laban continually deceiving him over his wages, Jacob grew wealthy and decided to return to Canaan. God told him in a dream to go back, and Jacob fled secretly because his father-in-law wanted to keep him there to work for him. So, because God blessed Jacob, and his uncle, Jacob's uncle Laban, wanted to keep him there because of these blessings from God. But, fearing the encounter with Esau, who approached with 400 men, Jacob prepared gifts and prayed. That night, Jacob wrestled with an angel until daybreak, so the whole night. The angel injured Jacob's hip, but still blessed him. Jacob refused to let go let the angel go until he received the blessing. So Jacob was fighting with his last energy and holding on to the angel until he got his blessing. The angel there and then changed his name, Jacob's name, to Israel, meaning the one who struggles with God. That makes sense. Or it could also mean Prince of God. So Jacob named the place Peniel, meaning the face of God. Jacob and Esau met and reconciled. So Jacob was very concerned. In this whole process, he sent him many presents and tried to, to make sure that he will not be caught and surprised, and that maybe his brother will kill him. So he tried many tricks, and at the end of the day, they reconciled. Jacob later moved his family to Bethel, where God appeared again and repeated the covenant promise. Well, later on, Rachel died near Bethlehem while giving birth to her second son, Benjamin. A few years later, Isaac died and was buried by his sons next to Abraham and Sarah. Remember when Sarah was buried, it was the only piece of ground that Abraham possessed in Canaan at the time. All right, so that was just for the sake of interest. So now all these forefathers died, and now it was Jacob with all his sons from Leah and Rebekah and his servant woman. And they made up 12 plus 1, 13. Benjamin was the last one, just before Rebekah died. She gave birth to her son Benjamin. So Joseph was her one son, and her other son was Benjamin. That's why Jacob loved them actually more than all the other sons. And we'll read about that later. But Rachel, what did I say, Rebekah? Rebekah is was his mother. But Rachel was his wife that he worked for 14 years, because he worked 7 years, then he got married to Leah. And then he had to work another 7 years for Rachel. And she struggled to have children, whilst Leah had many children, and she struggled to have children and only had the two boys. But anyway, at the end of the day, God's promise was fulfilled, and Jacob, who became Israel, had all these sons, and they became the leaders of the Israelites through their names. All right. So that's chapter 9, and tomorrow we will look at chapter 10, and we'll learn more about Joseph, Jacob's beloved son, Joseph. He loved Joseph more than the other sons, and also Benjamin was his favorite because he was the youngest. So we'll learn more about Joseph. Okay. For now, that's it. So it was nice and short. And tomorrow we read further or learn more. In the meantime, you must sleep tight. Remember, Opa and Oma love you too. And God willing, we speak tomorrow about Joseph. Sleep tight. Love you. Ciao, ciao.